Isla Verde, an island paradise mired in paradox. Isla Verde, in the south of Luzon, is on the Verde Island Passage, a strait that separates the mainland Batangas City from Mindoro and connects the West Philippine Sea with the Tayabas Bay and the Sibuyan Sea. It has remained largely unknown and isolated. Isla Verde hosts 6 of the 105 barangays of the Batangas City. Said to be at the center of marine shorefish biodiversity, Isla Verde was declared by the Philippine Tourism Authority as one of the country's main marine reserves. Life is simple but fraught with challenge. The people have learned to cope with a slow supply of basic services like electricity and access to clean water. Sometimes they are helpless witnesses and silent fighters against environmental threats from tourism, trade, and industry from both sides of the sea lanes.
Sa ngayon po ay kinabubuhay po, simula pa po nung bata pa ako ay sa pangingisda po talaga lamang. Yung iba naman po ay yung nalawas ng Batangas City o nag-abroad. At yun lang po yung talagang buhay. Wala pong iba. Pagdating po sa amin, dito po sa Isla Verde, yun po ang matagal na namin hinahangad, yung tubig, ilaw. Gustong gusto po ng taga-barangay na magkaroon po ng patubig. Napakahirap po ng tubig dito sa amin. Bibili po ng napakamahal. Sa amin, sa ngayon po, ang aming pinagkukunan ng kuryente ay pag hindi po set ay solar power. Abot po kami ng sinag ng aming katabing planta. Sa halip na kami ang Batangas City muna po ang makinabang, pero taga-ibang lugar po yung nakikinabang. Pero ang planta naman po ay nasa Batangas City. Yun po yung malaking tanong namin, bakit kami hindi malagyan ng ilaw dito sa amin. Sa pang-araw-araw po, sa mga balon lang po, pag naman po yung mga tubig inumin, yun po ay sa Batangas City pa po nagmumula. Pag nagbangka po 2 hours bago po makarating dito sa barangay namin. Sasakay pa po ng bangka, sasakay po ng jeep. Gayon po kahirap ang tubig dito sa amin.
This is where the partnership began for Isla Verde and Soroptimist International Batangas Premier. Soroptimist International Batangas Premier identified Barangay San Andres as its Adopt a Barangay beneficiary. A barangay is the smallest administrative division in the Philippine government system. Our Barangay San Andres is along the craggy coast of Isla Verde. Sitio Cueva in the barangay has a cave that leads to the other side of the island. It takes 45 minutes by outrigger passenger boats to get there from the Ilihan Pier in the Batangas City mainland. 20 minutes on a really good day.
The history of our water project is closely linked to the story of our reading room project. Project Isla, or the Island Soroptimist Library Access, was our golden project in celebration of the 50th anniversary of the Soroptimist International Philippines region. While going back and forth in preparation for the launch of this reading room project, we were really impressed about how well constructed and well maintained the school buildings and facilities of our beneficiary school were. However, we noticed that many of these bathrooms and toilets remained largely unused. So we asked the principal about this, and she shared that they were having difficulty pumping the water from any of their water sources into the bathrooms and the toilets. So as early as March 2016, we were already in conversation with Parang Cueva Elementary School about how to get water into their toilets for the sanitation and hygiene purposes of their student body and faculty.
The location of our beneficiary school, Parang Cueva Elementary School, is along the coast at the foot of a high hill. The children hike through rough terrain to get to school.
Ako po si Ma'am Medi Brito ng Parang Cueva Elementary School, na ako po ay bali ay 29 years na nagtuturo dito sa paaralan. Kami po ay may mga EBD type building na galing po sa LSB. Bawat room po ay mayroon pong mga comfort room. Ang amin pong enrollment ay 180, na mayroon po kaming 101 na mga babae. Na bawat classroom nga po ay mayroon po kaming magagandang CR na yun po ay flush, pero nagkakaroon po kami ng problema dahil po sa ang aming pong lugar ay mahirap sa tubig. Hindi po minsan nagagamit ang mga CR na ito dahil sa kakulangan nga sa tubig. Kaya po minsan ang ginagawa ng mga bata, tuwi po silang papasok sa paaralan. Mayroon na po silang daladalang tubig sa isang lalagyan. Pagdating nila sa paaralan at yun po ang gagamitin nila sa kanilang pag-CR. Ganun din po minsan na sila po ay kumukuha ng tubig tuwing umaga doon sa balon. Na yung pong balon na yun malalim, na gayon po ay hinuhulugan pa ng isang malaking timba para lang makakuha sila ng tubig at maisalin. At minsan po, ang mahirap po, marami po doong nakuha tubig. At minsan po, nauubusan kami ng tubig doon dahil nga sa hindi po yun maraming tubig na bukal, kundi minsan ay madami, minsan ay wala. Kaya minsan po, yun po ang nagiging problema namin sa aming paaralan ay ang tubig. At minsan nga po, wala kaming magandang daluyan ng tubig. Kaya po, nag-suggest po sila sa akin na bibigyan nila kami ng proyekto tungkol sa tubig. Nasurpresa po uli ako dahil po bigla silang tumawag. Sabi po, "Ma'am, yung inyong hiling ay may kasagutan na." Kaya po ako sobrang nagpasalamat sa Soroptimist dahil po talaga pong sa aking mga sinabing yun, talaga pong nabigyan nila agad ng aksyon.
We saw this as an added opportunity in providing the school with access to clean running water in their bathrooms, as to encourage them good hygiene and sanitation in the school population.
It was with great excitement that we welcomed the director of Governor Cherry Tumaneng about her water advocacy. We felt it was very serendipitous that for our adopted barangay, we have chosen especially a water project. So we officially launched Project RAIN in August 2016. RAIN means Resource Allocation for an Intermediate Need. The natural resource we are going to allocate would be rainwater, of which there is an abundance in the island. The intermediate need would be pumping the water into the taps and toilets of the school. That would be in the short term. In the long term, we hope to replicate this system for every household in Barangay San Andres.
Partnering with Batangas City Water District, they sent their engineers to do ocular inspection in the island, and they found out that the septic tanks and the water wells are too close to each other. So when we did the water survey in the island, we found out that they fetch water from the community wells. And we also discovered that they pour water to flush their toilets.
Last year, that was October 2016, we met with Batangas City Water District officials to help us with the realization of this project. And so they went here to Isla Verde to check the water supply and the potability of water. And they learned that through the 6 barangays, it is here in Barangay San Andres that the water supply is really scarce, and the potability of the water failed under standards of the local water district. And because the supply of the water is also slow, there's not enough pressure to supply the water. And so they made an initial design. Their design is to put gutters on the roof all around, and to collect the rainwater, and then the downspouts will funnel the rainwater to the water tanks, and the water tanks will be tapped to the toilets to supply the water closets and the lavatories. And we also sought the help of the architects, the United Architects of the Philippines, Batangas chapter, to help us with the implementation. And so now, some of the architects of Batangas are also here.
We finally launched the Rainwater Project last March 22, 2017. One of the highlights of the program was the hygiene and sanitation orientation by the environment sanitation engineers from Batangas City Health. They talked about proper hygiene, they talked about proper waste disposal, and they also discussed the importance of the location of their hygiene facilities.
The initial cost of the project, the estimated cost, is 200,000 per building, because each building has 4 toilets. And there are 2 more buildings, so the total estimated cost is around 600,000. And we hope to finish this project, this first phase, for the first building until the middle of May.
Of course, with the financial requirements, this project would not be possible without our partners, the Batangas City Water District, who give us the design for free, the Batangas Health Office, City Health Office, United Architects of the Philippines, Batangas chapter, who modified the design and implemented it, and the City Mart chain of supermarkets, who connected us to the Alfonso and Emperador brandy for the intermediate bulk containers, and donations from various members of the club. We are now constructing 1 school building with 5 toilets, and we intend to replicate this design in the remaining school buildings. Our goal is to extend the design to the 300 households in the community. We will alleviate the work of the women at home so that they will no longer fetch water from far away well, keeping efficient and effective sanitation, safeguard their families from illness. I hope that we will have more partners in this Project Rain so that our dreams for this community will be fulfilled. Thank you.
Nagpapasalamat po kami sa mga taong bukas yung puso, katulad po ng Soroptimist, na talaga pong siya po yung gusto talaga, hindi po gusto kung hindi po talagang ginawa na nila na ang pagpatubig po dito po sa eskwelahan.
Maraming salamat po, at talaga pong sana po ay patuloy ang kanilang suporta sa amin.